up, YouTube? Back at it again. We are running through some skip the line requests. Yes, I do have a few to get to. If I haven't got to yours yet, definitely let me know. But I will be. I'm honestly, I'm still catching up from being in Europe. So we got Hardy. I've done a few Hardy songs. Last one was what was it? I feel like, was it like Gin and Juice or something fun? I'm familiar with Hardy. I'm familiar with this song too. So we got featuring LaurenAlaina and Devin Dawson. This is OneBeer. I know the song. I think I know the song pretty well, but we're gonna check it out anyways because I don't think it's on my channel. I've only done like 3 Hardy songs. By the way, guys. Oh no, the last one we did was Jim Bob, right? Is that right? I think, yeah. I think that was hilarious and awesome. Definitely down to check out more Hardy. Like I said, you guys might not know this because it's not a ton of it on my channel. I'm a big country fan. So any country you want to throw me, country rock, country rap, old school country, bluegrass country, any sort of country, you guys let me know. But definitely go like, go subscribe. Please go support LaurenAlaina, Devin Dawson, and of course Hardy. Go like, go subscribe. Love to have you here as well. Make sure you like, comment, make sure you're subscribed. Let's dive in. I think I know the meaning of this song. I think I know the lyrics to it. It's about I think it's about kind of one beer turns into another. You getting a little saucy, and then all of a sudden you got a baby. It's kind of like the grown up way of saying, like, you know, Joe and Sarah sitting in a tree, KISSING. All we're missing is BABY. So let's have some fun and hit PLAY. Hey, that was good. Let's go.
I'm 17 in a small town, weak knees in a CVS, door locked in the bathroom. What's it gonna be waiting on that?
I don't think I've seen this video. Maybe I have. I might have done this on a live stream or something, but
Yes. Door locked in the bathroom. What's it gonna be waiting on that test? Never thought that they'd be putting those life plans on the shelf. A couple American babies raising one up theirself. One beer turns into a lit cigarette, burning into a 2-beer buzz. 3 beers turns into 5 and 6, then a love drunk kiss in the back of that truck. Just like that, everything rearranges. Life changes out of the blue. It's just a Bud Light, but ain't it funny what one beer can turn into?
and obviously there's the double sort of play on, like, one beer can turn into like one beer turns into 2, but like one beer can turn into 2, you know, like what they're doing with that.
Bud Light, but ain't it funny what one beer can turn into?
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's so loud.
Sesame Street on the TV, a race car rolling on a cardboard bridge, crayon stick figure family, stuck right there front center on the fridge. Flashback to 2 pink lines, a whole bunch of praying and doubting. Felt like the end of the world now, the world don't spin without it. All 'cause one beer turns into a lit cigarette, burning into a 2-beer buzz. 3 beers turns into 5 and 6, then a love drunk kiss in the back of that truck. Just like that, everything rearranges. Life changes out of the blue. It's just a Bud Light, but ain't it funny what?
Let's play a hell of a game. Don't be so hard on yourself, alright?
A boy and a girl and a 3 on the tree. KISSING. First comes lust and the shotgun marriage. 6 months later come a baby in a carriage. You know what, y'all? The whole thing started with some alcohol.
What was that? You know we're not gonna get that lucky.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the video because I know in the song itself, the whole thing started with some alcohol, and then it kicks up again. We don't get these little sort of intermissions, so I don't know if I have seen this video.
You know we're not gonna get that lucky again.
The whole thing started with some alcohol. One beer turns into a lit cigarette, burning into a 2-beer buzz. 3 beers turns into 5 and 6, then a love drunk kiss in the back of that truck. Just
Um, video kind of dark, man. I don't know that it kind of changed my view of that. That was I guess the song to me initially was just like more of like, well, I guess it still kind of holds true. More of like, you know, I hate to use the word mistake, but learning how your choices, can be lasting and impactfully, like, and lasting effects in your life. And sometimes it can turn your life on its head. And not to say that that's always a bad thing. Sometimes it might make you grow up real quick. Um, or sometimes you stay irresponsible and then you end up in situations where you have what I think that I guess your main character, your girl there, was just a very much a look yourself in the mirror moment, um, and reassessing things. And I could be taking that wrong, but I don't really know. I just, to me initially, like, in that song, like, I know that song very very well, but I mean, it's on my playlist, so I hear it routinely. But it's to me, it's more of like a kind of like just listening to it in the background, kind of like the most lighthearted way you can see, like, you can say, like, oh, we this is what happens when you get boozy and you make some decisions or you don't make some decisions, and then these are, I wouldn't want to call it repercussions, but these are the, the, I guess, the results of said decisions. um Sometimes if you have a child, and then at least then you go from having fun mode to parental mode, and you have to grow up a little bit. But it's repeated a couple times. And I'll paraphrase. I don't know the exact line, but it's almost like, there we go again, drinking alcohol. So it's almost like we didn't really learn our lesson. um if a child is meant to be a lesson, that's not the right reason to have a child, which is obvious, I think, through the context of the song. um but it's not to say that this doesn't happen routinely. People, something happens, and then you're like, oh, now we have to change our lives to, and then hopefully people can civilly work together to figure it out, and the child would have a magnificent life. But it's not to say that, it's not it's not to say that it's not uncommon for, people to get drunk, and then it's at that point, like, what's your relationship like, and then there's, whatever your beliefs are and how to handle that moving forward. I'm not going to speak on that, but anyways, probably talked too long. That one's called One Beer. It's by Hardy and Lauren Alaina, and Devin Dawson. Go support, go like, go subscribe. Appreciate the request as always. I thought I had done that, or things that I've heard so many times. I just think I've done them because I've heard them, but I don't think I've ever seen that video. It has a different effect with the video. But go show some love. Go like, go subscribe, and guys, dude, throw me all the country you want. Patreon's the best way to get me, but definitely drop some comments. Love to hear what your guys' thoughts are. But also make sure you support. Love to have you here as well. Like, comment, make sure you subscribe, and we'll talk to you on the next.